get an excellent tape, look at it, pay attention, know the guy you're playing against. The more you know about him, the better chance you have to win the NBA title. Individuals in this tape, look at it, look at it, look at it.
Come on, Joe! Give me some! Yeah! It's all hard, baby! One time, baby!
Rodman from Thomas. And we have our first tie of the game, and Magic Johnson may have pulled a hamstring. There he is tonight, 4 of 6 from the line. He needs both to tie it.
If anybody is counting us out, I mean, one of the most dangerous things in this world is a wounded animal, and we're a little bit wounded, but I think our guys are going to show.
Playing defense, you get a rush because you know it's just you and him, and somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose.
To Rivers, he'll try a triple left corner, blocked by Dumars, he saved it!
Motor City Bad Boys! Motor City number 1! City Bad Boys! It feels like heaven!
In their quest to make it back to the finals in 1989, Detroit and LA would have 2 more stops on their itineraries. Charlotte Coliseum, home to the expansion Hornets, and a hotbed of Hornet hysteria, where in their first year, enthusiastic fans led the league in attendance. The Miami Heat began the season with a different kind of record. After losing 17 in a row, the exciting young Heat, along with the Hornets, had their share of moments in the sun.
Goes to Sparrow. Sparrow against Holton to the right side. 2 seconds, 1 second. Sparrow jumps out on its way.
Sparrow got it! Sparrow hits it! Miami wins 104-103!
Thompson dribbles down the left side, takes it baseline, almost loses it. 5 on the shot clock. Reed head fakes, turns, fires, shot, blocked. Rambis with a shot, no good. Rebound, Rambis up and in with a tap. It's good. Hornets win. 103-101 on Kurt Rambis's tip in at the buzzer.
And it seemed to be contagious.
He's just got to throw it if he doesn't have anybody open. Here comes Magic. He's got it. He throws it on the way for 3. Good! I don't believe it. Sleepy to Olajuwon. Right at the buzzer. Goal! Jordan has it now. Michael in the drive. In to the right. Lays it up block. Horace scramble to follow. No. Rebound. Pippin's follow in the lane. Yes! The goal's in!
It's over!
Back to Johnson from 55 feet. Oh, good! He banks in a 55-footer.
Still got a second left.
It goes to Manny, who'll try to retaliate. He does! In the final 3 seconds, a pair of mid-court shots.
Manny may have to take a long one. Dennis will. Hits it! Dennis Johnson with 1 on the clock hits a 3. Yeah, Larry, yeah.
But Bird had little to cheer about in the '89 season. Though suffering from chronic bone spurs, he still began the season with typical brilliance. But plagued by unrelenting pain, he faced a difficult decision. Opting for early season surgery in hopes of returning for the playoffs, Bird was operated on to remove the crippling spurs from his heels. But his only return was to the sidelines. And with their leader confined to spectator status, the Celtics took up the unfamiliar refrain of wait till next year. But for some, the future is now. The Cavaliers sported the league's second-best record, setting a franchise mark for wins.
Brooks into Doherty. Doherty goes around. Jaminski reverse side to Harper, a 2-on-1. Harper to Nance. He drives. Wham! With the right hand.
Versatile veteran Larry Nance headed a trio of all-stars. His infusion into the Cavs' young lineup sparked Cleveland on both ends of the floor.
And it Price the bounce down the middle, and Nance who ramps it home, and he's fouled.
Madison Square Garden, where New Yorkers have witnessed a spectacular resurgence in Knickerbocker basketball. Breaking the team record for consecutive victories at home, the up-tempo Knicks electrified their fans en route to a 52-win season. And bolstered by the aggressive presence of Charles Oakley, the Knicks captured their first divisional title since 1971. In Golden State, Don Nelson returned to the bench to revamp a young Warrior team. He quickly restored them to winning form and brought fun back to Alameda Coliseum.
Ball outside the three-point line. He cranks one up and it's good.
And in the land of the rising sun, acrobatic Tom Chambers and emerging star Kevin Johnson headed a new cast of talented young players that have brought fast-breaking excitement to Phoenix.
And Barley.
4 coaches who orchestrated dramatic turnarounds, but none were quite as astonishing as the transformation accomplished by Phoenix's Cotton Fitzsimmons. One of Houston's 1989 accomplishments was its hosting of the spectacular All-Star Weekend. Karl Malone electrified the Astrodome, capturing the game's MVP, while the legends thrilled the crowd with some vintage heroics, courtesy of Calvin Murphy.
Gets the ball ahead with 2 seconds for 3. He got it.
Newly crowned sharpshooter Dale Ellis, and surprising slam dunk sensation Kenny Walker added an exciting new look to the festivity. And final all-star homage was paid to a retiring legend.
If there was a heart that you could take and put it in everybody in the NBA, you would take Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's. For 20 years, his greatness has not been in his ability. His greatness comes directly from his heart and his courage.
That tremendous heart enabled him to shatter over 50 NBA records.
They go to Green. Green backs in. Hook shot. It's up. Let's go. Let's go. The all-time leading scorer in the history of professional basketball.
I'm just happy that I'll be able to tell my kids one day, hey, I was on the team with the legend.
On his farewell tour of the league, Kareem was celebrated in every arena. Showering him with a dazzling array of gifts, each team paid its respects to perhaps the greatest player of all time. In the season's second half, Detroit's 2-time scoring champion Adrian Dantley and Dallas's 3-time All-Star Mark Aguirre switched uniforms in a blockbuster trade. In Detroit, Aguirre was quickly off and running as the Torrid Pistons won 31 of 37 games without dropping a single contest at home. Methodically piling up victories, they posted a league-best 63-win record, setting a new franchise mark and drawing an old nemesis in the first round of the playoffs. The Boston Celtics were clearly overmatched in suffering 3 straight losses to the hard-driving Pistons. But despite being one-sided, the series provided a glimpse of the breathtaking moments that would unfold throughout the playoffs. Witness Philadelphia and New York.
Down to 3. Jackson from 3. Yes! Mark Jackson with a 3-point bomb. Down to 8 seconds. Wilkins. Yes! Gerald Wilkins has given the Knicks a 1-point lead with 6 seconds remaining. Anderson for Barkley. Time running down. Here is Barkley firing one, and that will do it. The Knicks have swept the 76ers as Barkley shot high off the backboard, and he is lying on his back.
I'm disappointed and frustrated right now. I mean, I can't even put it into words how bad I feel right now. I mean, it's that bad. You know, most of the people out there, they don't understand. They think it's just a game you play. This is your job, and you really care about winning and losing.
Emotions were also running high for the visiting Bucks in Atlanta, where following their 5th game upset of the Hawks, Coach Del Harris was overwhelmed by the moment.
We knew we could win, but we knew it was going to be tough. And there's a lot of emotion going on in our locker room right now.
On the other end of the spectrum, favored Cleveland would also run the gamut of emotions, only to be devastated on the series' final shot.
Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it! They win it! Set the Cleveland Cavaliers. Michael Jordan hits it at the foul line. 101-100.
I don't know. We try and try, but it is just hard to stop that guy. I mean, I don't know what to do. We tried and tried.
Next to try to stop the indomitable Jordan would be the Atlantic Division champion New York Knicks. Fresh off 3 heart-stopping victories over the Sixers, New York was primed to unleash their vaunted press and contain the league's top scorer. But when Jordan gets the feeling no defense ever designed can hold him down, and late in Game 1 at the Garden, he dismantled the Knicks at both ends of the floor, leading the Bulls to a pivotal overtime victory. With the series tied at 1, the scene shifted to rough-and-tumble Chicago, where the confident Bulls grabbed 2 consecutive victories. And following a Game 5 loss in New York, high drama would unfold.
Again, we'll look for the quick shot, then a quick foul. Tucker from 3. Yes! And the foul! Unbelievable! Doug Collins can't believe it. 6 seconds remaining. Bulls by 1. 2-point lead, here we go. Down to 3, down to 2. Newman from 3 for the winner, and that's it. The Chicago Bulls have defeated the New York Knicks in 6, and they move on to the conference final.
Meanwhile, only those fastest on the draw would stay alive in the run-and-gun West. And Golden State's young guns, led by Chris Mullin and top rookie Mitch Richmond, showed plenty of firepower in sweeping the stunned Utah Jazz in the first round.
You knew he was in trouble, Mark. You could feel that he wasn't going to like that. Just take him up the floor. Oh, what a catch by Terry, and a reverse dunk. It's over.
Having swept Denver, Phoenix strode confidently into round 2. And featuring premier 6-man Eddie Johnson, they were armed and ready. Mullin and the Warriors stole Game 2 to gain a split in Phoenix and looked to ride off with another upset. But back in Golden State, it was the Suns who would steal the series.
Another turnover. Mullin inside, blocked. Shot block. Marley for 3. Hit it. And it go off his fingertips. Eddie Johnson, good move. Take it all the way.
In the other semifinal, the West's most feared gunslingers were defending their championship. Led by their top gun, Magic Johnson, they too had swept through round 1 and up 3-0 now look to bury Seattle. With their backs against the wall, Derek McKee and Xavier McDaniel came out with guns blazing as Seattle built a seemingly insurmountable 29-point second-quarter lead. But Magic specializes in the unthinkable. Deftly marshaling LA's offense, he began to turn a blowout into a hotly contested showdown. And explosive James Worthy was the first to respond. And as the rest of the cylinders clicked for the LA Express, the furious comeback was almost complete.
Dribble drive underneath. He got slam dunk left-handed. Oh, what a play.
With demoralizing ease, the Lakers had shifted gears, leaving the Sonics in the dust and dramatically sweeping their way through the first 2 rounds.
We just did a great job of coming back. So now we move on.
To the Western Conference Finals, where a teammate from championships past was playing a new role.
Now I know why all the players tried to avoid the media. Being one of the media myself, they'll probably avoid me like the plague now. they'll avoid me now more than they did in the past.
For Phoenix, there was no avoiding the Laker onslaught. Spearheaded by the red-hot Byron Scott. The Suns desperately fought back and hoped for a break. They got one.
Easy down the middle, throws it up. It's in. No, they're going to call charge. 5 fouls. Oh, is that a bad break?
With Magic joining Riley on the sidelines, Phoenix looked to feast on LA's bench. But it would be the hungry Laker reserves who would devour the Suns.
Behind the board.
shot. 20-footer by Woolridge, no good. The rebound. Thompson to Woolridge. He's underneath. Slam dunk. Basket counts.
Having secured Game 1, the Lakers took time out for their heralded floor leader to receive some well-deserved recognition.
It gives me a great pleasure and honor to present the Most Valuable Player Award, sponsored by Edge, to Irvin Magic Johnson. Congratulations. Thanks for helping out, Irvin. We now know what's going to be on the clips tonight, but Irvin, congratulations.
I guess we've seen why you're the commissioner and not a ball player, huh?
In Game 2, Phoenix was looking for some recognition of their own.
They're eating the Lakers up inside.
But the Lakers' defense tightened like a vice.
Block by Thompson. A great block to Virginia. Rather to Woolridge. Woolridge bounce to Worthy. Worthy underneath, laying in. A beautiful block by Thompson. Two hands by Woolridge. Great play. It's a 4-on-2. Magic left side of Woolridge. Right it underneath.
LA's Showtime would once again be taking its act to the finals. The Lakers would ride off into the sunset without a single playoff loss. Also eager to return to the finals were the Pistons, but who are these guys? John Sally is called Spider. What else? Dennis Rodman?
Worm. He came here with that nickname, Worm, and he looks like he's spineless the way he runs through the air and flies and sticks his arm around.
Upon his arrival, Mark Aguirre was anointed Pumpkinhead. Why?
Because he has a big, giant head.
Yeah, big head. A cone comes out that way, but Mark is good at snapping, so you can't really talk about him.
And of course, Vinnie Johnson is the microwave, so take notes because you won't find it in your scorecard.
And I was slip.
Preparing for the conference final, this comical bunch was typically loose. Maybe too loose.
Shot. Pistons. 89 champions. Pistons.
What they didn't foresee was the grave danger that one man could pose. Michael Jordan was airborne early. And the Pistons could only watch from below. By midway through the second quarter, Jordan had their full attention.
95% of the plays are for Michael Jordan. And the other 5% end up in his hand anyway.
The guy literally is embarrassing the league. He's that good.
Don't give him easy field goals. Make it tough. Make it tough. No easy field goals. It's the only way we're going to get the lead back. No easy field goals. Come on, work.
As Detroit cut off Jordan's path to the basket, he simply redirected his assault. Creating for his teammates, Jordan had Chicago's offense at its best, and Detroit fans heading for the exits as the visiting Bulls engineered yet another stunning upset. Looking to Game 2, Detroit's mission was clear. Isaiah would take to the air to outduel Jordan.
Just one, baby. One time, Jim. One time, baby.
The victory would go to Detroit. But heading to Chicago, tied at 1, the Pistons were now taking every precaution. Jordan had shredded Detroit's fearsome defense, and if the Pistons had taken Chicago lightly before, they would no longer. A change in strategy and in attitude would be needed to stop a Bulls team that was rapidly coming to believe in itself. In the anxious moments before Game 3's tip-off, Chicago Stadium was oddly quiet, reflective perhaps of the powerful feeling of destiny that gripped the Bulls. The seemingly invincible Pistons had been shaken, while Chicago's confidence swelled with every game. And a look of growing concern was etched on the faces of the Pistons. The Pistons summoned always dangerous Mark Aguirre to the forefront.
Defense!
While not surprisingly, Chicago's offensive burden rested squarely on the shoulders of Michael Jordan. Both coaches' plans seemed to be working to perfection, but it would be Daly's troops that would seize the advantage. Wearing down the Bulls with their superior depth and physical play. It seemed that no one was safe from this bruising struggle.
He told me that there's no way he'd get out the way. He had a fat assistant coach to the left and a fat assistant coach to the right.
I said to him, I've got bruises on my elbow, my right knee, and my side where I fell. Notice there are none in front of me because you're not tough enough to give me a bruise. And I asked him, are you hurt?
If Daly felt little pain from the collision, his agony was undeniable as a 14-point Piston lead vanished and the game came down to a familiar confrontation.
Isaiah and Jordan. Who else should be in the middle of the center stage here? Watch the high pick and roll. Offensive foul here!
Now Chicago had its chance.
He isolates. He's ready to go red. Get the ball out of his hands.
The Chicago Bulls have scored on their last 5 possessions.
Do it now!
And to Dennis Rodman, the unenviable assignment of preventing the probable.
6 seconds. Jordan against Rodman. Down the lane to the right. Shoots off the glass. Make it in!
Collins' strategy was simple.
That was get the ball, Michael. Everybody get the out of the way. And go to the basket.
Game 4 would be a vastly different story, with the Piston bench powering them to a decisive victory. Returning home with the series even, Detroit had regained the home court advantage, and this time they were fully intent on retaining it. A boisterous Palace crowd mirrored their confidence. The Pistons would not disappoint. Detroit's defense was once again airtight. Administering a sound beating, the Pistons overwhelmed the Bulls and were within one game of bidding them a fond farewell. Although the Pistons had not seen the last of Michael Jordan. Even his unearthly heroics could not postpone the Pistons' appointment with destiny. The Bulls had fought valiantly, but once in full gear, the high-powered Pistons were too much to stop. Finally, playing to their awesome potential, Detroit paid their final respects to Chicago as they celebrated another conference championship.
We gotta have it. Oh, no. We got 4, baby. No sweat. 4 to go. Look how red the roots back in. Yeah, way to go. How good that back in. We got it.
Kevin said something to me last year walking off the court when we beat Boston. He said, don't be happy just to be there. You know, go and win it. I heard what he said. I listened, and I understood. But I really didn't understand until now that we're back in it again. I understand now.
It was a more determined Piston team that readied themselves for their return to the finals.
Bring it up. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Oh, good pass. Good pass. Nice job, Mike. Boards. Good job. Yes. Forward. Back again. That's it.
Matter of fact, is there any doubt right now that he's going to shoot the ball if at all possible? That everybody's got to be alert for it, okay? Can't fall asleep on this play. Here's MVP against us last year. MVP. He's offense. Going to shoot it 8 out of 10 times when he gets it there. Box out. We won't lose the series if we box out.
Oh, man. They're just a bunch of tall guys running around. If
you don't have a program.
The Pistons and Lakers will play for the global crown of basketball. And they'll start here at the Palace of Auburn Hills tonight.
Taking an opportunity for me to play in the biggest series in our lives, it was just taken away. I think it just came at a very bad time.
Take the tracking. And off the 9 and walk in a 9. Joy. 9. First off.
And now, the Eastern Conference champions, the Detroit Pistons.
Game 1. The time for talk was over. From the opening tap, it was clear the Piston defense would set the tone.
If you're not playing defense, you're not playing Piston basketball. Piston basketball is basically defense first, offense second.
A lot of times we play defense 94 feet. So the attitude is 94 feet.
When it's time to step on the floor, it's all business. And it's not fun and games anymore. It's a war.
The Pistons were fully equipped for battle. They would be taking no prisoners. And while Laker big gun Byron Scott was sidelined with a hamstring injury,
He apologizes. He did not run the play properly.
the Piston arsenal was full.
5. It's at 4. Between the legs to the foul line, the fadeaway.
LA mustered flashes of their vintage half-court offense, but Detroit always had the answers.
Go to Joe's side, though. Dribble Joe down. Got it, so we have to be on the weak side.
Dumar's right-handing to the baseline. He'll try to slip inside. He does, and he kissed the glass.
Look out, Thomas feeding Rodman. And Detroit answering the Lakers' thrust.
Even Magic's courageous attempt to stem the tide could not turn back the determined Pistons' attack.
Flip it, high post to Edwards. He'll take it baseline, fire and fill it. Looking for Vinny, left wing. Vinny has to reach for the ball, gets it. Between the legs, top of the key. He'll lean and got it! Vinny's got it going, and he's got the Lakers going south.
For the Pistons, Game 1 was in hand.
Foul trouble was a problem for us tonight, but the biggest problem was the Detroit Pistons. They kicked our ass.
Detroit had boldly captured Game 1's headlines.
That's Joe Dumars. He doesn't say much.
Oh, Sal, you got to come up with a new routine this year. Last year's routine was lame.
But while the Pistons' confidence was apparent, the Lakers found themselves in the unfamiliar position of searching for answers.
You know, we just got to play better ourselves. And it's got to start with the defense, especially on their 3 guards.
Leading the trio of guards that had terrorized the Lakers in the opening contest was the soft-spoken Joe Dumars. Amassing 17 first-quarter points, his actions spoke loudly of Detroit's resolve. But the world champions would also be heard from. Responding with thunder from the bench as they hammered out an early lead.
We haven't been aggressive offensively or defensively. Let's go. Box out. Too many second shots. AC Green. Got it, John. Flex cut, duck in. Don't let him duck in. Let's start defending. Let's go.
The Pistons looked to their own bench to raise their intensity on offense. And on defense, as the sound of colliding bodies echoed the fierce struggle that began to erupt.
Tell you, the faint of heart cannot be in this ball game tonight.
Combining silky moves with flexing muscles, Detroit began to frustrate LA.
Look out. Here we have Mahorn in green.
And a technical foul has been called.
Undaunted, the Lakers refused to back down, answering Detroit with hustle, determination, and the three-point shooting of Michael Cooper.
And the Lakers graphically sent a message on that sequence.
Maintaining a 6-point lead.
Watch it trap, watch it trap,
Come on,
watch it trap.
come on, come on. Emotion eyes, get your emotions underneath you. Let's go.
The second half began, and the gravity of this crucial contest was evident as both teams set to vie for its control. The Lakers would call upon Kareem to preserve the small advantage. The Pistons countered with Isaiah Thomas, who ignited Detroit's offense and even the score. But the entire complexion of this game was about to be dramatically altered.
Magic Johnson may have pulled a hamstring.
Suddenly, the one player that Los Angeles could not afford to lose was headed for the locker room. With their heart torn from them, the gallant Laker reserves played as if pumped with new life.
Right here, bang, you! Technical foul, 23!
Deprived of both members of their potent backcourt, the inspired Lakers still managed to build an 8-point lead.
Gotta win a defensive. Let's go. Gotta win a defensive. Gotta take care of your own guy. Box out. Let's go. Let's go.
But could they hold it against Detroit's oncoming assault? As the game raged on, the Pistons' fabled fourth-quarter defense was unyielding. Led by premier stopper Dennis Rodman, Detroit captured their first lead. And now it was the Pistons who surged with new life. While the Lakers seemed uncustomarily flustered. As Bedlam reigned in Auburn Hills. For the Lakers, the directives were clear. They would have less than 2 minutes to overcome exhaustion and a 6-point lead.
Defense, come on!
But as the Lakers made pressure shot after pressure shot, improbably it would come down to one final play.
Buzzer sounds and it'll be Lakers ball with 7 seconds to go and a chance to tie it up.
James said it. As you bring it now, you curl, James, you step right in, okay?
Here's a clear out. 5 seconds to go. 4. Worthy goes in and is fouled.
Joey, come on!
The specter of a Laker comeback was almost too much for Detroit to bear. And now with the lead at only 2, all eyes turned to James Worthy. They had done it. Staunchly defending their home turf, Detroit had dealt a crushing blow to LA's dreams of three-peat. But
if anybody is counting us out, I mean, one of the most dangerous things in this world is a wounded animal, and we're a little bit wounded, but I think our guys are going to show. Got a lot of pride.
Magic's disappointment was not as easily put into words.
Your true feelings, you can't put in words. You know, how disappointed, how hurt, how upset I am. You know, I love the place so much. And, you know, this is just so tough. I've never gone through anything like this before. I don't know, it's a feeling that you really can't describe. You're hurting, you're upset, you're angry. I'm going crazy. Just crazy. You know, oh man. And you're like helpless. It's just, you're just sitting there like, oh man.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Game 3 of the 1988-89 World Championship of the National Basketball Association.
I think Magic's a very strong person, and I think that Magic can take the pain and play.
He's a team player. You know, he's not thinking about himself. He's thinking about the team. I think that's why he wants to play.
And with a death-like grip, the Detroit Pistons are poised today to knock off the Lakers.
If Magic Johnson can find a way to play, he'll play.
They are questioning whether or not Magic Johnson will play. My personal opinion is that he will.
They can't win without him. No way at all. I love him, but they can't win without him.
The warnings had been served, and as Magic took the floor, the Forum was abuzz with expectations. It was game time.
Give me room. Give me room. I'm going high, so let it get up in the air.
Detroit wasted little time in testing Johnson's mobility. Daly's plan was clear.
Obviously, we would attack him at any moment, and we're going to take him off the dribble and attack him every time we can, because they would do exactly the same thing.
No one questioned Johnson's courage, but his ability to run his team was very much in doubt. With the starting guards once again confined to the bench, the Lakers would look inside to their venerable captain, who would gamely shoulder the burden. Keeping pace with Detroit's younger and fresher troops who were spearheaded by Dennis Rodman.
I love the game. I love my job, even though the job that I do on the court, people don't like. They don't want to do it. But I love what I'm doing. I want to earn my money. I want to earn my respect on the court.
Rodman's attitude was contagious as the league's most formidable bench eagerly rose to the challenge. But though outnumbered, the Lakers were not unnerved.
Keep it down. Hey, AC, I took care of it. Now let me do it.
That's what I said.
All right.
Hey, come on. Let's go. Take your time. We ain't running, are we?
The first half ended with both teams nursing scars of battle. But for LA, the most painful blow would come with the sobering announcement that Magic would be lost for the remainder of the contest.
When they made that announcement, we were in the hall, and we didn't hear it. So I didn't realize it till I actually stepped on the court. I just wanted to go out and give my best effort, you know, do anything I could do to get us in the game and keep us in the game.
That's exactly what Kareem did. Nailing his first two hooks of the second half, the Lakers' 42-year-old captain made it clear that a retirement party was very much premature. But it would be Joe Dumars who would steal the spotlight in the third quarter. Delivering an incredible 17 consecutive points, he had the Pistons looking for him on every big play.
Dumars is on fire. I can't recall a display like this in a World Championship game.
Still, Detroit was unable to shake LA. And as the two teams pushed on into the fourth quarter, neither team would give ground.
Get back in there for Sally.
With the game nearing its conclusion, the Piston guards were simply unstoppable. And when Vinnie Johnson emerged to cap off his 14-point fourth quarter, Detroit appeared to have the game tucked away.
We're in a position to win this game or play extra games, right? We're in a position to win this game.
Keep the pressure on now.
Don't let him go.
Let's go, Pat.
LA would answer the call.
I've been down before and come from behind, so you know, one spontaneous shot, you know, it just comes from nowhere like lightning. It does a lot for a team.
With a minute remaining, Worthy's strike electrified the Forum, and the Pistons' lead was cut to 1.
Come on, Isaiah, take it over, baby. Shut him down! Shut him down!
Isaiah responded, and Detroit's lead was back to 3.
48 minutes of basketball. It's all hot, baby.
The Piston lead grew to 5. And with 15 seconds remaining, a jump ball at center court seemed more like a formality than an opportunity for the Lakers.
The Lakers are down hopelessly by 5. 15 seconds to play, and the ball to tip to Rivers. Rivers is fouled immediately.
Isaiah's untimely foul resurrected ghosts of Pistons past and the Lakers.
2 shots!
David Rivers coolly sank both free throws, but Detroit still had the lead and time on their side.
Wait, watch this. Watch this play. 2 screens. We're going to let Zeke go under.
Under both of them, right?
Yes. But step out and help.
With the odds still stacked against them, LA battled closer as they forced yet another jump ball. The momentum had shifted.
One switch. All right, that's it. Stay there.
And when the jump ball glanced off Joe Dumars' fingertips out of bounds, the Lakers were just one long shot away.
Listen, get in here. We want tight on this guy. We want a guy here and a guy here. Protect him. Give him the ball to the backcourt. Make him play hard and get it in.
No 3-point shot.
It was no secret that LA would look to James Worthy. But in this unlikely finish, the game and the role of hero was still up for grabs. With Rodman shadowing Worthy's every move, LA was forced to go elsewhere.
Pistons 113, Lakers 110. Cooper from midcourt. To Rivers, he'll try a triple left corner, blocked by Dumars. He saved it to Lambeer. What a play by Joe! And Billy is fouled with 5 seconds left.
We've had enough bad luck for the last 2 or 3 years, for the next 2 or 3 years, and we don't need any more. And I honestly believe, I just feel it's our time this year. And when things like that start happening, it even makes me think more that it's our time this year.
These were the best of times. These were the toughest of times for Joe Dumars. With his father ailing, Joe's strong sense of family lent stark perspective to his on-court success. Game day. And the thoughts of Joe Dumars and his teammates were focused firmly on the task at hand. Dusk descended on the Forum, and the Motor City Pistons geared up to roll over LA as the sun seemed to be setting on the purple and gold's illustrious reign and on an extraordinary career.
One win will keep us alive, and that's all we're looking for. We just want to stay in it, and we can't do that unless we win tonight.
Our main purpose is to win the NBA championship, and it doesn't matter who we're fighting against and what their situation is.
The whole season was just waiting to get back to this point and get the revenge that we think we deserve.
Let's go. Take it.
But the Lakers were not to be easily taken, as a possessed James Worthy staked them to an early lead.
Open up, John. Open up. Hand sell. Worthy with an up fake. Now a left hand hook, and he hit it. Worthy's putting on a show here, and the Lakers need every last...
A defensive adjustment was made.
Yo, next time down, Horn, you take Worthy, you take Worthy.
It would be Rick Mahorn who would draw the key assignment.
Go home, Rick.
Tempers began to flare.
I got the foul. Now stop the ball. I got the foul. It's all weak. You got the foul.
James Worthy was clearly flustered, while Detroit's walking wounded found new ways to contribute.
As long as I can walk, as long as I got 2 legs under me, 2 arms that I can run up and down the court, I'm all right.
The comeback was gaining momentum.
It's all right, big man. You got us here, we'll do the rest. You got us here, we'll do the rest. On the lane to Vinny, quickly double. Behind the back, inside, Sally.
With the third quarter winding down, the unrelenting Pistons charged to within 2.
Who wants it more? We do. Who wants it more? We want to seize the championship. Grab the trophy. Grab the trophy.
The fourth quarter would be all Detroit's. Their time had come.
Here come the Pistons.
Hit it, Florida.
The long quest for finals glory would end here with James Edwards and series MVP Joe Dumars sealing the triumph.
Has it outside, takes it baseline right, turns and guns. He got it! He's been just incredible.
28 seconds away, big man.
The Pistons are going to win the world title. 28 seconds to play, and they're up 7. Out comes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for L.A. And this is it. Across the way, all the Pistons are standing and applauding and waving in the direction of Kareem.
Motor City Bad Boys. Motor City Motor City Bad Boys.
Detroit is the city of champions again. The Pistons are the basketball champions of the world.
Congratulations to you, the Pistons, and the city of Detroit.
You are absolutely one of the great names in the sport. The ability to rise to the occasion 4 games in a row is unbelievable.
I think we had a greater will than anybody else in the league this year to win. The bad boys are doing a lot of talking over there.
I ain't going to Disney World. I'm going to SeaWorld. It feels like heaven. Like the Ohio player said, heaven must be like this. Heaven must be like this. Everybody in Detroit be coming home and having a party. Crazy, crazy party. Thursday and Saturday. What is it? Friday and Saturday. In the moment. Party. Let the party